What is up, everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here to give you another deck profile. Now, you can see right here, the Darklords. I love playing the Darklords. They are so fun to play. This time, I combined it a bit with using, here we go, from the new structure deck, the Fallen of Albas. Now, okay, it's most likely Fusion you're going to do, but here's the thing, though. What I like to do is most likely what all players like to do. Go as fast as you can, making so many plays as you can, but for me, playing so many creative plays I could possibly think of making. I'm not that consistent with pretty much how all players are. Summon, they're going to link into a link, into a link, into a synchro. No, that's not me. Or particularly always they want to make as many plays as they can to OTK your opponent. Me, of how I'm making these combos, I'm being creative as I can, and I am not OTKing my opponent. Now, okay, fusions. Now with Darklords, all they're going to care about is their trap card. Pretty much, that's what they need. When they go Foolish Burial Goods, they want to send away their trap card already into the graveyard to make their play of doing the first Darklord. Now, okay, I don't know how many people do this. I don't know how many players will do this. But for me, there's a similar, easier way to make the first Darklord. Who would run King of Swamps while you're using polymerization? Who does that? I mean, I swear. I've seen so many Darklord players, they do not do this. Again, be creative as you can. It's so easy to do. If you just use King of Swamps with your polymerizations, it is so easy to do because with the first Darklord, you need to use Morningstar. But if you copy it by naming King of the Swamp Morningstar with the other materials you need to make the first Darklord, it's just simple, that easy to do. You can go discard King of the Swamp, get your polymerization. If you have another King of the Swamps, activate polymerization. King of Swamps, copy it as the Morningstar, and whatever else Morningstar needs to be done by to make Morningstar. It's just that easy. Who does this? I swear, I swear. And then again, be creative as I can. So yeah, I'm just saying, who really does this? I don't see anybody else doing this. All they care about is their trap card, and pretty much Darklord Rising. That's all they care about. I swear, man, this is just too messed up to me. But for me, I do it. And how I'm making my fusions, pretty much that's all I'm doing. And then what I like to do is make so many fusions. Now, of course, the Darklords only have one fusion monster. That's what sucks. I wish they had more. But at least with using the Fallen, there are so many other plays there are so many other fusions, which makes it more fun to do for me. Now, okay. Darklords. Okay, so you're going to go Darklord Morningstar. My favorite Darklord out of the whole entire deck. I like using two because, of course, one, my favorite. Two, you're possibly going to need a second one if you're going to use the first Darklord. If you're going to use one copy already, at least you have your second copy of doing the effect, which is as soon as you summon out Darklord Morningstar, you can special summon as many other Darklord monsters due to how many effect monsters your opponent has on the field. Then, when Darklord Morningstar is out, up to the number of effect monsters your opponent controls while you control another Darklord monster, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. That's the first effect. Second effect, once per turn, you can send the cards from the top of the deck equal to the number of Darklord monsters on the field. And if you do, gain 500 life points for each Darklord card that was sent to the graveyard. Okay, pretty much you would only do that effect if you're going to play most likely pure Darklord. For me, pretty much a Darklord, but creative kind of a Darklord. Not a pure, consistent, all they're going to care about is their trap cards. Magic cards, Well, yeah, you get the idea. Me, of course, yeah, I would, but if you're gonna play that pure kind of way for Dark Lords, that's not me. And Morningstar you're gonna need for the first Dark Lord. Then you go with Dark Lord Exio. Now, of course, yeah, these are, yeah, of course, there are high levels, but it's not that hard to tell you the truth. All right, so Morningstar is like a level 10 monster, but it's only a double tribute. Dark Lord Exio. This is your draw power to the deck because you send away Dark Lord Exio and another Dark Lord card, no matter what it is, magic, trap, or monster, as long as it's called Dark Lord. Send those two away, you draw two cards. It can only be done once per turn. Now, some of the Dark Lords have a special effect. Dark Lord Exio. When it is summoned out on the field, during either player's turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, choose one of your spell or trap cards of that is called Dark Lord in your graveyard, activate it as a substitute so it'll be played, and then that card will go back to the deck and shuffle. No matter what it is. So that's what Dark Lord Exile has. Superbia, one of the most important ones for Dark Lords. When this card is special summoned to the graveyard, from your graveyard, you can special summon another fairy monster. Now that's the only effect of Dark Lord Superbia. It does not have the effect of paying 1,000 life points to activate one of your magic or traps. Tiscalapoca, only use one, I swear. You don't want to use more than that. If a Dark Lord monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can discard this card instead during either player's turn. This also has the effect of paying 1,000 life points, copying magic or trap that is called Dark Lord from your graveyard, add that card right back, and there you go. So some of the Dark Lords have that effect, some don't. Dark Lord Nastin. You can only want to use one. I would only use one. Nastin has two effects. So, first effect, you can discard two Dark Lord cards and special summon him. That's the first effect. The second effect is also you can pay the 1,000 life points. Of course, yeah. This one has the effect also of paying 1,000 life points and copy Magic or Trap. And then for my last Dark Lord Indulge. Okay, Dark Lord Indulge. When it is special summon or normal summon, you search for one Dark Lord monster, add it to your hand, and you're going to give your opponent one Dark Lord monster as well. This is how it's easy to get Morningstar. If you have not gotten Morningstar yet, it's search for any Dark Lord. So you can even get your Morningstar if you want to. Just summon out, give your opponent a Dark Lord, except for itself, and get your Morningstar. And that's possibly your combo already of when you're gonna do your you want to go into your first Dark Lord. It's simple. The only reason why it would get negated is because of Ash Blossom. Goddamn interpreted temperance. Yeah, interpreted, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's that trap card. Pretty much that. Ash Blossom, Yvette Veiler, Ghost Ogre, Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment. I just hate those damn cards. I swear, it's just, come on. Please, can you at least hit those cards, put it to one, because those cards, a lot of people just do it now because all they care about is their magic and trap cards they have in their hand that are considered monsters, but they're magic and traps. Now, okay, the only falling I'm using is Fallen of Albaz. This is the one you need to fuse. If this card does no more special except damage tip, you can discard one card. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using the materials on either field as fusion material, including this card. But you cannot use other effect monsters as long as you has fusion material. So pretty much you can fuse also with your opponent's monsters. This is like polymerization. This is your polymerization already. Just discard a card and pretty much you can fuse with your opponent. It's like super polymerization. Let's put it that way. Super polymerization. You can even fuse on yours if you want to. And that's crazy. Why is it a dragon when it doesn't even look like a dragon? I swear, man. That's just ridiculous to me. And then this is of course, yeah. My last one will be Darklord Christia. Darklord Christia, if you have exactly 4 fairy type monsters, no matter what it is, as long as you have 4 of the exact fairy monsters, yeah. Exactly 4, you can special summon Darklord Christia. When Darklord Christia is special summon, get back one of your fairy type monsters from your graveyard, add it right back to your hand. When Darklord Christia is out, no one can special summon. If Darklord Christia would be destroyed by card effect, Darklord Christia goes back to the top of your deck. And most likely what you're going to draw is Darklord Christia. That's what Darklord Christia does. It just stops anybody from special summoning. Exactly 4, special summon it. Or you just, normal summon it by a double tribute. And then last but not least is King of the Swamp. I swear, this is so easy to do if you're fusing, because I like to play fusion. You're going to play fusion with this deck. Discard it from your hand to get a polymerization, or you can do it as a substitute and call out, as long as you're calling out the actual name. And yes, there you go. Get your polymerization. Now, of course, yeah. Magic cards. Banishment of the Darklords. Your searcher for the Darklords. Add 1 Darklord card from your deck to your hand. Except Banishment of the Darklords. You can only activate this once per turn. Pretty much, Banishment of the Darklords. Search for any Darklord card. Does not matter. Even if you want to search for your Morningstar, you can search for your Morningstar. You want to go for your Exile to do some draw power, you can do that as well. Whatever. Only once per turn. You need your Indulge, get your Indulge. Whatever you need. Even a Magic or Trap if you wish to do it. Darklord Contact, the monster reborn for the Darklords. Special summon 1 Darklord monster in your graveyard, put it to defense mode. Can only be done once per turn. Now this is when you're going to want to do Darklord Superbia. Darklord Contact, special summon Darklord Superbia. When Darklord Superbia special summon from the graveyard, special summon 1 other fairy type monster. Now what sucks is you cannot special summon Darklord Morningstar because it cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. But you could bring out any other. So even if you wanted to bring out Christie, you can do that as well. And now you have stopped your opponent from special summoning, including yourself, but hopefully that really doesn't affect you. Now we are talking about, the Fallen Soul. Their new card is Branded Fusion. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that mentions Albaz. So you're going to need Albaz and another monster for the material. Now these new ones, particularly, you're going to need dark monsters and level 8 or higher monsters. There is one in there. It's for a level. You need a light monster, but that's what I'm gonna show you. And your only light monster is Darklord Christia, light monster. So and yeah, it can only be done once per turn. Of course, yeah, polymerization, because you can use polymerization. It's an easy way to do it. Okay, only 1 in here. People would use 3 is super polymerization. I'm only using 1. That helps you also with, you want to take over your opponent's monster. And then, yeah, Fallen of Abaz is just like Super Polymerization. So, of course, yeah, you need your Raigekis, Harpy's Feather Duster, Monster Reborn. So, yeah, get your Darklord Superbia, get your Arklord Christia, or just Arklord Christia. Search for any others, but you just can't bring out Morningstar, because Morningstar cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. I wish you could, but no, you cannot do it. And then Foolish Burial. Maybe you want to start your combo already of sending away Arklord Christia, Darklord Superbia. Those are like the main combos you want to send away to the graveyard for using Foolish Burial. And then just Torrential and Compulse. That is it. No Solemns, no Interpreted Temperance, whatever the heck it's called. Nothing like that. Compulse does target, but you know, it sends away a card. Torrential Tribute. Anytime a monster would be special summon or normal summon, play Torrential Tribute. Destroy all cards your opponent controls, including yourself, but hopefully that doesn't happen to you as much. And it does not target monsters. Does not target. So yeah, no Interpreted Temperance, if that's what it's called. Anything like that? No. No playing that. So yeah, you saw in this whole entire deck, no Ash Blossom, no Ghost Ogre, no Effect Veiler. So you saw I was not playing any cards from the Magic or Traps, as long whatever you call it, from your hand. Nothing like that, because those are competitive players. That is not me. All right then, extra deck. First Darklord. Now, okay, yeah, most people just play one, but I'll go with two just because, yeah, you know, why not just have another one out? You need 3 Dark Fairies. All right, 3 Dark Fairies. But if one of the material was Darklord Morningstar, which is, yeah, King of the Swamps, because it must be by an actual name. So count it as with 2 other Dark Lords or the actual Darklord Morningstar, copy it to make 3 Dark Fairies. Now, one of the materials, okay, well, first, your opponent cannot target fairy monsters you control with card effects. You can only use one of the following effects, which is, if this card is fusion summoned using Morningstar as a material, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. During the main phase, quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon 1 fairy monster from your graveyard in defense position. 1 fairy monster. That also includes if you want to special summon out you can also special summon out Arklord Christia. Now, the effect of blowing up all the cards your opponent controls, that's only on the time it is summoned out, and if it was done by using Morningstar as one of the materials. So yeah, 3 Dark Fairies. Doesn't seem that hard to do. But if one of them was Darklord Morningstar, then yeah, you have that effect of blowing up your opponent's monster on that turn. Then here we go, some more fusions. Now, of course, yeah, some of the new ones. Mary Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon, one of the new ones. These are the ones where you're going to have to use Fallen of Albaz. So yeah, you need Fallen of Albaz. So this is when you're going to want to use. This is when you're going to have to use Fallen of Albaz. So I'll put Fallen of Albaz right there because that's what you're going to need. Now, okay. Mary Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. You need a Fallen Albaz plus 1 Fusion Synchro. It is XYZ, but I call it Exceed or Link Monster. You can only control one of these on the field, so only one. Once per turn, quick effect. You can send one fusion monster from your extra deck into the graveyard. That mentions Fallen of Albaz. As material, banish one monster on the field. Also, this card cannot use this effect next turn. So yeah, if you use it next turn, you cannot do the effect. You have to wait a turn. If this fusion monster in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls during the end phase. So that's like, okay, Fallen of Albaz, like I just said, you can copy one of your opponent's magic, control one of their, of course, yeah, like it says, from their extra deck, their Exceed or the Fusion, Synchro, whatever. You can just copy it and then just play your Albaz Dragon. Ice Blade Dragon, my mistake. But yeah, you can only control one. And then just, yeah, if it was Raigeki, Torrential, Exceed monsters, or their links, they can destroy cards. They're gonna destroy their Ice Blade Dragon. Well, then end phase, it'll blow up everything else on the field, unless of course the interpreted, their interpreted temperance. I think what it's called. I keep on forgetting what it's called. The Ash Blossom, Solemn Strike, about to destroy everything. No, Solemn Strike, Evac Veiler, just to make sure their cards are still on the field. Now, okay, I'm only using one. The Albin Branded Dragon. This is when you need a light monster and the Fallen Albaz. So yeah, your only light monster is Darklord Christia. If this fusion monster, you can fusion summon one level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, except Albin. Okay, so this is how it goes. When it is special summoned, you can fuse another, or use it, or this is what I do. I discard, I send this away, I send my Albaz away to bring out another. So even if I wasted this one, okay, so what? So I would go into my Ice Blade Dragon. Now remember also, if it was taken away by an opponent's card, so let's say your opponent would play the Albaz. They're going to take over to play possibly their Ice Blade. But remember, sent away by a card effect. Since they took over mine, at the end phase, blows up all theirs. And the only reason I'm using one is because I only got one target, only Darklord Christia. Titanic Clan, the Ash Dragon. My mistake if I said it wrong. Fallen, plus one monster with 25 or more attack. All my monsters are high attack. Gains the attack to the combined original levels of the monsters. Use for its fusion summon times 100. After this card is fusion summoned for the rest of this turn, it is unaffected by the activated effects of any monsters special summon from the extra deck. During the end phase, this card will be sent to the graveyard because it was done by this turn. By an effect, you can add to your hand or special summon. Yeah, a Dogmatica, but I'm not playing Dogmatica. Or what I am playing that I can also do is one Fallen of Albaz from your deck and add it to your hand once per turn. And yeah, so the only reason I'm playing a couple is because, yeah, I am playing. Yeah, the Fallen Albaz. So I can just search for one if I want to. My mistake. I'm always going to send it away, but no. And then the Lubian the Searing Dragon. You need a dark monster and a Falbas. Now, okay, yeah, Dark Lords. They're all dark, so this works. If this card is Fusion Summon, you can discard one card. Fusion Summon one level 8 or higher. Lower monster. Lower fusion monster from your extra deck, except for itself, instead on the field. Now, what this one does is similar to the Alban, but you bring from your whatever you're gonna make, rather if it was banished or in your graveyard, to make what you're gonna do. So the Alban removes from your graveyard or on the field, send them away. What the Searing Dragon does is it's bringing them. So it's a little difference right there. So sending away, bringing them right back into whatever you're going to make. And yeah, you need a dark. My whole entire deck is dark. As for everything else, it's, yeah, Starving Venom and Predaplant. Triver over Tomb, I believe that's what it is. Yeah, because you need dark monsters, and if you're going to fusion with them, they must be on the field. It cannot be like a normal polymerization. You have one of the materials already in your hand. No. And it's not that bad to do because, yeah, with pretty much just, yeah, if you can pull it off with Contact or Monster Reborn, you're going to bring out a dark. Bring out a dark, and of course, yeah, also Darklord Superior, polymerize, and then you can make also your Starving Venom or the Predaplant. And then as for links, Condemned Darklord, 2 fairy monsters, doesn't matter. When you do this, it's a link 2, so yeah, 2 monsters. What you can do is discard 1, search for any monster that would do a double tribute. So what you can do that I do sometimes is, okay, to make Morningstar, you need to do a double tribute. But what if you did it with using your extra from your graveyard? So it would be like, remove my Darklord, remove my Darklord. So I add 2, special summon now Morningstar, or summon out Morningstar, and then do the effect. So instead of from the field, you're removing just like a BLS and special summon, and then summon out Darklord Morningstar once per turn, or any other. But that's like, that's another way. And then at the end phase, at the end of your turn, for how many fairy type monsters you have on the field, including itself, gain 500 life points. And then just Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. You need a link 4, and it's a fairy. So yeah, even if also remember Arclor Christia, yeah, they're fairies. That counts as well. You need a link 4, so 4 monsters, or when you count, this counts as 2 already. So 2 and then 2 other monsters, because yeah, of a link, you want to go into your Appaloosa, you can do that as well. As long as you're not using tokens, which most likely you're not. You can only control 1 Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. The original attack of this card becomes 800 by the number of link monsters used for its link summon once per turn. Once per chain, my mistake, once per chain. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can make this card lose exactly 800 attack, and if you do, negate the activation. So since it was done by 4, you're going to get 4 negates. And then lastly, what I do is Predaplant. Predaplant already, yeah. Pay the 1,000 life points. Now send away what you're going to need. So what you're going to want to make is, of course, yeah, any of your fusions, because you need, of course, name something you're going to need. So you want to pay 1,000 life points. So send away Fallen. And what other monster you're going to need. Now, okay, to make them, what are you going to need? So send away Fallen, send away Polymerization, because that's what you would need, and then any other you're going to need. So let's say you wanted to make already your Albion, since, of course, yeah, send away Arclor Christia. Or, of course, yeah, send away Morningstar. My mistake, it's paying 2,000 life points. So hopefully that doesn't work. Hopefully that doesn't affect you as much. And then, yeah. Now, my mistake, I didn't explain what you do with Bandit Fusion. So, to play Bandit Fusion, you're going to activate Send Away Fallen and whatever you're going to make, as long as you're making a fusion out of using Fallen. Using 2 monsters. So, 1 and then 2. Whatever you're going to make. Once per turn. So yeah, you can see, yeah, I'm doing a lot of fusion with this deck. Because, yeah, fusion I love doing. And then, yeah, you saw there is no Ash Blossom. There is no anything like that. Nothing. Because I'm not that kind of a player. And then just, yeah, have more fun doing polymerization. You're going to make whatever. You can go into so many plays just in one turn. What if you just did polymerization? Okay, but you still have branded fusion. That's like 2 fusions you're going to bring out. King of the Swamp can also call Fallen of the Albaz, as long as you're calling by an actual name. Just so fun. I have done King of the Swamp. I had in my hands. I did not have yet Morningstar, but when I had Indulge, summon out Indulge. Get my Morningstar. Give my opponent a Nastin is what I did. I had Branded Fusion. But okay, let me show you the whole entire hand what I got. So this was my hand. Okay, Indulge. Give my opponent a Nastin. Get my Morningstar. Send away King of the Swamps. Get my Polymerization. Polymerization. Send away Indulge. Send away Darklord Superior. Send away Darklord Morningstar. Polymerize into all 3. First Darklord. Now, it was done by Morningstar, so blow up the entire field. And still I branded Fusion. Still, just in one turn, I brought out 2 fusions, not just first Darklord. So yeah, Fallen. And then just, yeah, Darklord Superior is what I did. So yeah, getting my Darklord Superior. And I just brought out one of my dragons. One turn. Simple. End of my turn. When it came to my opponent's turn, pay. When it's in the graveyard, special. My next turn, oh my god, this was just so fun to do. Then I had, oh my god, what did I have? Oh yeah, another Morningstar is what I drew. Send away these 2. Morningstar. My opponent had up to 2 monsters out. So yeah, I brought out a Tezcala Polka, an Exil. So yeah, I could have done. I did that, and then just like another play you can do. End of my turn. So 5, 10, 1500 life points because yeah, end of my turn, I gain. End of my turn, Darklord Superior because of first Darklord. Special summon. End of my turn. So yeah, I'm doing like so many plays I can do. So didn't matter what I drew, or let's just say I drew Monster Reborn. I'm gonna. There you go. That's to do. Yeah, you're gonna go into 4. Monster Reborn. Special, whatever you want to do. But look how many plays you can do, and these are just creative plays. So yeah, even if I'm doing so many plays, I am not OTKing my opponent. So hope you all enjoyed this. My mistake. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you more deck profiles later. So this is a Fallen Darklord deck. Speak to y'all later. Peace.